relationship between Cleveland and Ohio State. If you go back and you look at Cardell Jones or you look at Ted Ginn Jr., all of those guys tweeted after the Cavaliers won the championship. And I really think that, it's special. And we send so many guys down to Ohio State, whether it's Glenville or Ignatius or Eds or Cleveland Heights, I'll throw them in there, or Mentor, or any of our schools here in Northeast Ohio that send so many great athletes down to Ohio State. And to see all these guys kick back in and talk about when the Cavaliers won the championship. And Leon and Danita, never forget where you came from. And those guys all proved that when they tweeted with the championship. Even the Browns across the street, as you can see, they've got the Cavaliers championship sign that's been flashing up on the scoreboard in the end zone as well. Really just a special day for everyone who's ever set foot in this city just for 5 minutes.
It's a testament to what Leon was saying. It has unified. It unifies
all of us, all the sports. And the Indians put up their banner, celebrating the Cleveland Cavs. The Indians at Progressive Field right next door to the Q. And perhaps some of that fever has rolled over into Progressive Field. The Indians in first place right now.
Yeah, I would say if you're going to the Indians game tonight, hop online and buy your tickets. The walk-up situation would be really tough for them to be able to sell it out. It was not a sold-out yesterday. They have a great deal on tickets for tonight's game. So I totally encourage everybody that's down here that feels the love for the Cavaliers today to push that right through over to the first place Cleveland Indians, who are playing great baseball right now.
All right, we're going to have a shot of LeBron. I hear there he is, ladies and gentlemen, King James.
LeBron.
The MVP, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that Zuri up there too?
The pride of Akron. The pride of Cleveland.
Can we talk about Zuri, his daughter?
Yeah.
How
cute was she?
How cute was she? And just as calm. Very calm, except grabbing for Daddy's cigar every now and then.
Yeah.
But just an adorable little girl.
And it was wonderful that he had his daughter with him, and it was Father's Day too.
Yes, and his sons.
Father's Day out there in Oakland, and when he talked to the reporters and had that news conference following the victory of the Cavs.
So that will also have some floats that are coming through on the parade route. The cue sticks are up there. Machine Gun Kelly is also expected to come through. I had the opportunity to go to the NBA draft just a few years ago with the Cavaliers, and Machine Gun Kelly was on that trip with us. It was neat because I'll be honest with you, I really didn't know much about him. And then when we got to the streets of New York and we were almost late, I was with this tour group with Dan Gobert to go to the NBA draft, and they were like, Machine Gun Kelly. People were screaming in our windows, and all of a sudden I was like, man, this guy's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
well known.
All right, Kyrie, we see a shot of... There's Kyrie. Who everyone is saying the word, he's special. Kyrie was just so special in this championship series.
You know what
the superstar.
You know what I call Kyrie? I call him the Crown Prince.
Yes.
You've got the King and you've got the Crown Prince.
Yes. Or as I call them together, Kai Bron. They were Kai Bron, and I think someone's going to name their child that. I just have a feeling that a baby's going to be born 9 months from now, and the little boy's name will be Kai Bron.
9 months from this moment.
9 months from this moment, it's already in the works, folks.
Let me tell you what I call Kyrie Irving. Ready? Healthy. He was healthy for the playoffs this year, and I can't tell you what a big deal that was for this team because it put Kyrie in a winning position to help this team, for him to be able to facilitate the ball and come up with so many special performances. Think about it, he had a 41-point night during the NBA Finals, and his contribution to the reason why we're here today cannot be overstated.
I like his comments too. He was very honest about Game 7. That his mind, he just had so much going through his mind that he didn't sleep the night before, that he didn't think he checked it until the end of the second quarter.
Another shot of LeBron.
Can't get enough of LeBron.
And of course, that night Kyrie hit 41, LeBron hit 41.
That's right.
82 points from two guys. Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
I'm really looking forward to LeBron getting on this stage behind us here at the mall, and I can't wait till he talks, because I just think about the jubilation he'll feel as he goes through the streets here today, knowing, and it came out this week that there were people in Miami that told him he would never win a championship here.
And that was what fueled him. That was one of the things that fueled him, that kept him going. He says, I've got to show Miami what I'm all about, and they're wrong. They told him he made a mistake when he came back to Cleveland, but LeBron says it was not a mistake, and he wanted to show it on the court, and did.
Which is why this particular championship, you could tell, meant so much to him. He mentioned that in the person that no matter what I've accomplished, people still count me out. They still, did not give me credit for what I could do. So it was so personal for him. It was a personal accomplishment, not only with the championship and the MVP, and also to follow through on what he promised Cleveland. He promised the championship, and the King delivered.
And I think he was 0 dark 30, right? That he wasn't going to read social media. Apparently he was during the playoffs with his Instagram post, but well deserved. And people counted him out. They said his jumper wasn't working anymore. He couldn't hit his three-pointer. He wasn't driving to the basket. Any negative thing you could think of. And the people that were just kind of chomping at the bit to say, look at this, he only has 2 NBA Finals wins, and now his record going to the finals is 4-3 rather than 2-5. And people talked about his legacy and what it would mean. I'll be honest, these last 2 NBA Finals, I don't know how you could even question his legacy for him to be able to, for even anyone to question it, even if they wouldn't have won the title this year. I don't know how you could question the way he played the game, the way he led the team, and I can't think of another athlete in history that put more pressure on himself than LeBron James, ever.
And you felt that pressure leave him at the end of the game when he fell to his knees in the middle of the court and cried on the wooden floor out there at Oracle. And tears came to his eyes. You felt the pressure lifting off his shoulders.
And the one thing that LeBron said, the team commented as well, is that he is a leader. And the one thing he did for Game 7 is that he remained calm. And they asked him afterwards, what made you so calm? How did you remain so calm? I thought his response was so interesting. He says, I don't know if it was me watching The Godfather, Revenge of the Nerds, or a Couples Retreat, but he stayed calm. And Tristan Thompson said that helped the rest of the team, seeing their leader so calm.
Because if the leader is calm, everybody else will follow suit. They'll fall right in line.
All right, Andy, here's your guy.
Well, no, Machine Gun Kelly's out there, and he's getting the crowd wild. I mean, he is a huge Cavalier fan. How many times did he come out during the playoffs last year and get the crowd going? And just an exciting time. I think it's an exciting time for anyone who's a Clevelander who's ever been here. We talk about all the people that are touched. And I saw signs of like Drew Carey and all the people that kind of carry the torch for Northeast Ohio. Jay Crawford, who's from Sandusky, who works for ESPN. I watched him throughout the day yesterday sitting in one of the establishments doing live shots over and over and over for ESPN. And, you look at the narrative of what our city is all about, and it's easy to be negative. And the story that we ran last night, the QTV put together, where when you read it one way, it says all these horrible things, and LeBron does the voice over it, and then you read it the other way, and everything's positive. And I think in the last 3 days, all those negative things, we can kind of put them to bed. The drive, the fumble, the shot, all those things. They're all history because we have something to move forward to.
And I think it bleeds over into things outside of sports as well. I think it bleeds over into what this community is all about. I think it solidifies us and it lets us know what we've always known, but sometimes we fall off the wagon a little bit and beat up ourselves. We're hard on ourselves. But this is a hard-working town, and this is a wonderful place to be. And this is one of those communities that has a steel backbone. Maybe because we made steel and still make some steel in this town. But I think all the victory of the Cavaliers will bleed over into all aspects of life and living here in Northeast Ohio.
I read a column that Brian Windhorst wrote after the championship on something that the team was doing when they had the puzzle. That it had 16 pieces in the puzzle, and how Coach Lou put that last piece when it was Game 7 and they won, and it was the shape of the state of Ohio. And I think that was something that we actually watched a team come together. Each team member, each game would put another piece of the puzzle together. And right now, what Cleveland is saying is that we have the complete picture. The puzzle is complete, and we are the face of victory. And that's what I love about today. And there's Jim Brown, and we know he's a big sports fan of Cleveland, all sports Cleveland.
Well, I think you could argue that 2 of the greatest athletes of all time are now from Cleveland. And Jim Brown is always in the top 5 whenever you talk about the world's greatest. And Jim and the way he played football, and to me will always be the greatest running back of all time. He's right there. He came out and said LeBron deserves a statue.
Yes.
And he does. And Jim deserves a statue too. They both deserve them. And Jim's should be here before we know it.
I wouldn't be surprised cares if we see that? What do you think? At some point.
Oh, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. This is a fun game you can play while you're sitting around eating dinner. Who is statue worthy? Like when it comes to Kingdom Television, I say Leon Bibb. Leon Bibb is statue worthy.
Look,
you hang
have
around
you ever
long enough.
No, can I just say, I walked here with Leon Bibb. Have you ever walked through the streets with Leon Bibb? They chant his name. Hey, Leon. Hey, Leon. Hey, Leon. Leon. Leon.
Well, that's because I had a camera on my shoulder. Remember that? Put me on television, Leon. Oh, you're too kind.
Oh, my gosh.
But I remember Jim Brown playing, and Jim Brown had this town in his hand, just as LeBron does. And, of course, the last time we won a championship before this in 1964 with the Cleveland Browns. And Jim Brown had that kind of personality. In fact, I used to know where Jim Brown lived when I was growing up in Cleveland, and we just drive by his house. We didn't see him. We just drive by and look at the house over on East 147th Street, right off Kinsman Avenue, where Jim was living at one period of his life. And he still has that magic in him. And LeBron, if God gives him long life to his 80s, I think LeBron will possess that same kind of magic.
Absolutely.
All right, then we got to go out to Jackie and Hakeem now. How's it going, guys?
Hey guys, okay, so we are again on Eagle and 9th, and look behind us. You see, this is what police are doing to try to get people to stay in their lane. Okay, so this is 4 horses deep. Police have just started to bring out their horses here. Behind them, tons of motorcycles, tons of standing guards. We're trying to get this parade started at least like 1 hour late, hopefully.
Yeah, we're pushing it back. We're going to take all day here. These trucks, cars at a standstill. We just saw the players come down here. This is Eagle Avenue, which is also known as Larry Doby Way. We're at the center field gate just outside of Progressive Field. And this is where a lot of the cars and the trucks are lining up to start the parade, to get into the parade. And again, we see Channing Frye down here on Larry Doby Way, all getting ready to take part in the parade. But right now we're at a standstill. And of course, you see the police officers on horseback, and they're trying to get the fans to move back so that they can get through. And at this point, we are just at a standstill again, and nobody's moving. So we're looking for some sort of progress at this point, Jackie.
I know, it is really tough, Hakeem, because, you know, Cleveland, we haven't had a parade in so many years, and so people, they just want to be close to this team who they love so much, but police are really, really struggling here. Okay, guys, we're going to toss back to you, but I wish, Dave, could we quickly just turn around and show people where the team is? They are already set up, okay, folks? We're going to switch this around over here and show you, okay? I know this is really tough. This is really tough. We won't be... But look, the team is over there. Our Meg Shaw was able to just get a selfie with Channing Frye, so she saw Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson, and their families in these trucks here. They are just waiting as well. So again, we need the crowds to sort of push back, so then this parade can start. All right, back to you.
Okay, so let's kind of just clear up what you might be thinking is a little bit of confusion here. Where Hakeem is and where they are is the staging area. This is where the whole parade is being set up. As you've just seen, the parade is well underway, and they've been moving. So what they're seeing is back up right there is just where they are at the tail end. There are spots that are clogged, and we can see them down the street on Lakeside and East 6. We get it. We all see it. And I look at today as no worries. You know what? If it takes a little while to clear the streets, so what? So what?
We will wait, and we will see the Cavaliers go by. The parade has begun. As you know, we've been telling you about the floats, and the mayor has gone by, and Machine Gun Kelly, and our Monsters, Ohio State band. So we are well underway. It just may take, they're taking their time.
It's going to take a little while, because when the mayor went by and Machine Gun Kelly, that was unit number 15, and there are 73 units in this.
We have a long way to go.
It's a long parade.
Yes.
But what else do you have to do today but celebrate a victory of the Cleveland Cavs and celebrate that NBA trophy being situated right here in Cleveland?
Right. No worries, no problem.
It's News Channel 5 at 12. We're just not sure if it's going to be midnight or in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'd be coming on right now with the new newscast in the next 3 minutes or so.
But we'll stay out here as long as it takes. And so will these fans. We're not going anywhere. No one's going anywhere. They don't want to miss out on this.
And so they'll get the crowd to move. So the police are asking people to move. Hey, so what? And let me just say this: Cleveland's Finest has been outstanding over the last couple days. And you know, I go back to the night that they won on Sunday night, and you know, I'm so proud of our city and our fans and the way that things went down the night, because I think there were